to be workshop light. So this weekend, Saturday, as a matter of fact, Greg Louganis, my friend, and I are going to do an inversion workshop. So today, it's going to be 2 hours. And I posted the link, but I'll post it again today, tomorrow, and the next day, so you have some time to realize that the only thing you could possibly really want to do on Saturday is join us for the workshop. But until you realize that, I just have to keep posting. Anyway, today I thought we would go through a little warm-up like we usually do, and then a little bit of some tidbits about what the workshop's going to be. So that means what's going to happen is we're going to do some handstands. We're going to do some forearm balance. Yeah, good. And then we're going to go into forearm balance, and we're going to go into headstand, and then we're going to do shoulder stand, and then we're going to do Shavasana. So if you, what does that say? If you can be near a wall, if you're not used to bouncing. So for me, I can balance in all of these poses away from the wall, right on my mat, which is what I'm going to do today. But I know not everybody can do that. I should blow my nose quickly. I know not everybody can do that. So if you have a wall, find a wall. Just grab a quick tissue, and then I'm going to blow my nose. Stand by, everybody. Go back into the house. Hi, how's it going, family? I have to blow my nose. Say hi to everybody. They can all hear you.
Hi.
Hi, that's Madison. You're looking at me like I'm strange.
I took his hat off so he would not like touch his hat and get it dirty, and he had a dust bunny in his hat.
He had a dust bunny in his hat. Oh my gosh. Dust bunny in the hat. So, quick Liam update for those of you. He got a little bit of a fever yesterday, but today he seems fine. So, we'll see. Hopefully, he's just fighting a little something and he'll be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin because it's 9:05. Start with your feet about shoulder distance. Bring the palms together. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Start breathing in and out of your nose. We'll do a couple breaths. Actually, you know what we're going to do is a double inhale, hold, and then exhale. Hold. Double inhale. Go ahead. Hold, exhale. All the way, all the way, all the way. Hold. Double inhale. Hold. And exhale. Hold out. Double inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold out. Double inhale. Hold. Exhale. One more time. Double inhale. Forgot something. Hold. Sip in a little more. And exhale.
Daddy,
Hold out.
can you do
Hang on one sec. Hold out. Okay. Now go ahead and just take a deep breath. Set your intention. Yes, Madison, go ahead.
So, after yoga, I want to watch Katy Perry.
Well, let's get through yoga first. Take a nice deep breath, setting your intention to release stress, to heal, to strengthen, whatever that means for you, to add that extra deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. Drop your head down to one side, easy neck stretch, feel it on the neck here. So in doing we did a whole handstand workshop. You could do a whole forearm balance workshop. You could do a whole headstand workshop, right? Shoulder stand workshop. So to put all 4 inversions into one workshop is a lot. So on Saturday, we're going to get through a lot of stuff. Switch sides here, stretch the neck. Because there's so many things that go into each of those poses, right? And so today we're just going to touch on a little bit so you can sort of get an idea of what's going on. Plus they're fun to do. So if you're not an inversion person, don't worry. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do besides that, the actual pose, whether it's handstand, headstand, forearm balance. There'll be things to do instead of that, so you don't have to turn off the class at the moment. Go ahead and take some head circles here. Uh-oh, big truck. It's a big truck. That's right. Big truck, Liam. Opposite direction. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shoulder rolls. Forward and back, forward and back. For those of you new, these are classes are done on a donation basis. You can pay me directly at Teddy McDonald on Venmo, if you're on the Venmo. Or you can go to 5pointyoga.com, opposite direction in your shoulders. That's our yoga studio. And you can pay for your class through Mind Body, or you can send a donation. There's a link right there on the home page. Or you can become a monthly member, not have to worry about that. Arms up, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms to the ceiling, straighten the arms, lift the arms up. Oh my goodness. You could do that at consciousendurance.com. Consciousendurance.com. Lift the arms up, lean back, breathe deep. Fold to one side, a few breaths. Oh my goodness. Good. And then other side. So we're going to roll through our sun salutations pretty quickly so we can get to some of the meat of the session today, so to speak. Back to the center. Lean back. Take a big inhale. And then fold down forward as you exhale. Hang forward. Breathe. Oh, my legs are a bit sore from that lady face run yesterday. That's the problem with only running once or twice a week. It's like I get sore. I don't like it. But that's my life for the moment. Okay, a couple breaths here. And I brought blocks. If you had blocks, grab them if you don't already have them, because they'll be useful later. Hanging forward, breathing deep. Clasp the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Stretch the shoulders. Good, one more breath. And then release the arms, roll back up right away. We're not going to do, yesterday we did some hip stuff and hamstring stuff. Today, we're going to not do that. So arm circles is going to be more arms, upper body, a little bit of shoulders and upper back for some of the poses that we need to get through today. Good. And then a little bit side to side. So side to side here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 15. Good. Step the feet together. Bring the palms together. Take a nice big inhale. Lift the arms up. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward, step back to plank, top of a push-up. Hold it here, breathe. A few breaths. We're not going to do push-ups. This is the beginning of your handstands right here. So shoulders over the wrists, feel what it feels like to have a lot of pressure on the wrists. Now we're going to do a few circles, one direction. Good. Opposite direction. Good. Drop to the knees. That's it. So not a lot of push-ups there. And again, that's a little bit of a wrist stretch and a wrist strengthener. Now some cat and cow tilts. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. A few more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. And exhale. Good. Back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together. One side, shoulder, hip together on the other side. Keep that going. One more. Very good. Downward facing dog right from there. Down dog. Take a moment. Bend the left leg. Push the right heel down. Big stretch in the back of the leg. Breathing. Switch sides. Same thing. Stretch it out. Good. Straightening both legs. Up on the toes. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale 3 times. Sun salutation A. Arms up. Big inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back as you exhale. Vinyasa, the easy way. Down to the knees first, all the way to the mat. Point the toes back, gentle back bend. And then down dog. Miraculously, it's all of a sudden warm here today. It's so funny how that works. One more breath. Lifting up, breathing deeply. Up on the toes, walk or jump forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale, arms up, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step back or hop back. Chaturanga, or all the way to the mat, of course. Upward facing dog, shoulders pull back. Downward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Good. Again, up on the toes. Walk or jump forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Arms up again. Inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Extend the spine. Inhale. Step or jump back. Exhale. Your choice on the step or the jump. Lower. Your choice all the way or halfway. Upward facing dog. Shoulders pulled back a little bit. And then down dog. That was 3. Right from here, right leg up behind you. Drop the heel down on the left. Keep breathing. Could open the hip, bend the knee, get a little side stretch there. That'd be fun. Good. Square the hips, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it, backing up. Forward knee to the left side, a little twist and squeeze. Lift it, backing up. Forward up to your right. Backing up. All the way forward. From here, on the fingertips, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the back foot. Warrior 1, just one big inhale, lift up. And then hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Abdomen strong. Lower down. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Hold it up there. Breathe. Shoulders over the wrist, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Crunch. Lift it. Forward knee to your right side. Backing up. Forward up to the left side. Backing up. And all the way forward. Stay there. Straighten that front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Then exhale. Good. Turn the back foot flat. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, shoulders pull back, and then downward facing dog. Good, hold it here, breathe. Great, up on the toes again. Walk or jump forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. And we'll take this for 30 seconds just to kind of warm up a little bit. So sinking down, breathing deep, breath smooth. Good, sink a little bit lower. One more inhale. And then stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale, nice big full breath. Now linking it all together, back to chair pose, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Up. Down. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. You hear that in the background? House music. House music from the Amazon driver. I just saw the Amazon guy drive by, up on the toes, walk or hop, halfway up. I mean, that's the way to do it, though. Deliver packages, pump the music, chair, and then stand up, hands together at the heart. Exhale. Fun. Let's do 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds like that, and then into our practice here. Into our inversions. Chair, inhale. Fold, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog, right side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog, left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Hands down, leg back, lower. Up and back. Hold a few breaths. Good. Again, up on the toes. Walk or jump forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Reach the arms. Inhale. Stand. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Big, full breath. And then back to chair. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Extend the spine. Inhale. Step or jump back as you exhale. Step back this time. Vinyasa. Lower. Up. Back. Right side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Hands down, leg back, Vinyasa, lower, up and back, downward facing dog. Drop to the knees, pause for a moment, tuck the toes here, and then sit back onto the heels. Oh my goodness. Quads. So what was yesterday? It was Monday. So I did a plyo routine along with the run. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just a little bit sore. A plyo routine too. Squats and jumps. All right, sitting on the feet, stretching the feet, interlace the fingers, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up, breathe. Good, one more breath. Good, and then back to the center. Lift the feet, wiggle the toes, point the toes back. You're gonna sit back down onto the heels. This is really just a little bit of a break from the break and a stretch. So right here, tops of the feet, shins, a little sore for me. A little bit sore for me. Not too bad, but a little bit. Lean back, lift the knees up if you can. Breathe. I need to get back on my bicycle. That's what I need to do. Shoulders down, push the heart up, drop the head back and breathe. One more breath. Good, forward, onto the hands and knees. From here, lift the feet, roll the ankles. Roll. Good, opposite side. So what we're gonna do is go right into some handstands. So if you're not a handstander, then don't worry so much. You're going to do down dog and maybe just kind of kick up a little bit. We're not going to do too many. So handstand prep first. One of the things that you can do for handstand prep is make sure your shoulders and your wrists are lined up. So right beneath, ultimately you want to be stacking the bones. So the shoulders above the elbows, above the wrists, right? That's what you want. You want to feel what that feels like. It should feel solid. Your back here, not as solid. Here, you know, you're going to start to put some weight there. I want you to make sure you're spreading the fingers. And when in handstands, you're going to look, there's going to be a little triangle here. So I'm looking right here, but then points to right in between the thumb and then obviously right in between that other thumb. So that's the triangle that you create as you come up, right? And then we kick the legs up. And so for today, we're going to work on kicking the right leg up, kicking the left leg up, and then kicking both legs up. So whether or not you're actually balancing doesn't matter. If you have a wall, you're near a wall, you're able to kick up near a wall, definitely use your wall. And if you're near a wall, let's assume that my mat is against the wall, so there's an imaginary wall right here. You'd want to be back a solid foot or so from the wall, because it allows you, when you kick up, to kick up. Whoa. See, maybe I do need a wall, but it allows you to kick up, and it allows you to lean into the wall, which is kind of what you want. So in the beginning, now eventually you're not going to use the wall. You want to ultimately, you know, and Greg, he said, you know, when he started and he's coaching, he's like, oh yeah, we know, we just don't use a wall. You just have to skip that step and force yourself to balance in the middle of the room. But for us yogis, we could use a wall a little bit if you want. If you feel like you're at the point where you can force yourself to not use the wall, then you can stay back here, right? Oftentimes, so again, pretending there's the wall there, oftentimes I'll tell people, no, you can balance in the middle of the room. So you gotta, and this becomes such an amount of fear, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna go right here. And then first one, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna take the left leg up and hop up. Now notice my head drops kind of right away. Don't look at the back foot. You wanna lift your head up and look at that spot right in between your hands and then hop, right? That's it. Hop. And then ultimately you wanna get your hips to stack above the shoulders, which are above the wrists. So there it is. There's a little momentum. There's three sort of main things that I talk about in the kicking up into handstands. And one of those is the big leg swing. One of those is the push with the opposite leg. One of those is the momentum with the arms. So it's three things at once. It's this, all right, coming forward. Then it's the kick with this leg, like whoosh. Then it's the push with this leg here. So all three things together, right? 1, 2, 3. All three things together, and then you got your fingertips and your abs working, and you're breathing. Whether you're at the wall or not, that's good. All right. So again, whether you kicked up or not, you can just keep working on your kick up. That was another thing that Greg was talking about in the handstand workshop, is that they used to have to do that 20 times on each side, which is what we're going to do next. So we're going to go to the other side. So instead of kicking up with your dominant leg, so it's natural for me to kick up with my right leg and push with my left. Now I'm going to switch it. So I'm going to kick up with my left and push with my right. It's awkward, totally weird. So if you fall, just be careful if you fall. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Remember, anything you do in the comfort of your own living room is your own responsibility. Left hand, left leg. So you set the hands, think about the gaze, left leg, kick it up. You'll have to kick it up a little bit bigger, right? Got to be stronger. Whoa, that was a little too strong for me. That's okay. Balance.
There we go. And there we are. Good. Whoa. Up. Breathing. It's funny, I don't think I've done these. Well, maybe once or twice since our last handstand workshop. So we're gonna do that other leg again. That's the weaker leg. So for me, actually, it's funny because it's not my weaker leg. My left leg is my stronger leg, but it's less dominant leg for handstanding. It's my dominant leg for kicking field goals or playing soccer. But just weirdly, I kick up here with my right leg. That's kind of a normal way. So one more time, opposite side, and regardless of whether you're even kicking up right now, so you just hop, right? This is you, maybe, right? You're just kind of working it, and you go a little bit further each time. And then you get to the point where you suspend, and then you think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually suspended here, holy cow. And then eventually, whoa, you try to close the legs and you come down. That's the way it works, right? And then eventually, you get up there and you hold and you breathe. And then you come down. All right? So that's how handstand works. Now, over the weekend, on Saturday, we're definitely going to go deeper, take a lot more time, not just 4 minutes, but we're going to take a lot more time. I want to do one more thing for handstands, and I want you to kick up with 2 legs. So this is a bit tricky. It's a hop. It's more of like a pike situation. And we'll have Greg do it over the weekend, but he's so good at just going slowly and piking up. So he'll teach us a little bit about that. But what I'm going to do right now is have both legs, and again, you have to lift the head. So if you drop the head down, all of a sudden all this fear is going to come in, and you're going to be afraid that you're going to crash and burn and fall on your head. So we don't want that to happen. So from here, it's just a little squat, hop, right? Squat, hop. Get those hips up. Squat, hop. Right. And then if you can, you go all the way up like that. Right? That's the idea. So that's the idea in your handstands. You can come down one leg at a time, or both legs. One thing to think about too, that I don't always discuss, is when you come down, avoid the big thump, the big crash down, if you can. If not, I totally understand, it's fine. But let's do one more, both legs, hop up. And again, even just a little hop is fine. If you can get higher, get those hips higher, up above the shoulders. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That'll be great. But if not, don't worry. Ready? Set. Go. Hoo. Hoo. Oh. Not working as well today. There we go. I had a feeling that might happen. See, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Again. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. So you'll just know, like once you get up, you'll just know when you have it and know when you don't have it. All right, that's enough of handstands. Roll the wrists here. That's a good little warm up if you weren't warm before. Now we're going to go into back of the arms together, sink them down a little bit. We're going to go into forearm balance. That's next. But first, before that, we're going to do low plank just for a minute, some core. And then we're going to do dolphin, because dolphin is the option if you're not going to kick upside down. Got it? Turn around this way. So these classes, obviously, I'm streaming these classes to the internet, to the world, and I don't really know your level. I'm not seeing you. Obviously, when I'm teaching a class, I can see what you're doing,
and I can correct or tell you maybe not right today, or vice versa. Yeah, go ahead and do it. But since I can't see you, you really have to pay attention to yourself. And so that's why I give multiple options for people, because it's just much easier. So let's do low plank. I'm going to take my block and set the hands here like this. This is going to be your stable point for what's called forearm balance or Pinchamayurasana. There's a couple different variations. So eventually there's the one where you can do this here. Today we're going to, since I have a block, and if you don't have a block, this is your option. Interlace the fingertips here. Okay? I'm going to set my little timer. Ready, set, stand by. 1 minute, that's all. Go. Tuck the toes, straighten the legs back, breathe. Abdomen strong, breath smooth. Three main muscle groups to think about here: shoulders and spine extends. So that action, right? That's what you want to feel. Abdomen really strong, thighs really strong. Breathing deeply. "15 seconds, and then we're going to stretch. We're going to go to Dolphin Pose here in 10. Breathing, abdomen strong, thighs strong, shoulders extend. 3, 2, 1. Here's Dolphin. Lift the hips closer and then push the shoulders back. Here, breathe. Push, 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 push. All right. Good. One more breath. Give it a big push. And look at the hands. Downward facing dog. Down dog. Take a moment. Move the hands. Stretch the legs. Bend the left leg. Push the right heel down. Breathe. Switch sides and stretch. Good. All right. So drop to the knees for a second. I just want to talk about something here. So in this particular pose, in order to kick up into shoulder stand, you have to be able to have this kind of mobility, right? So it's hard for people sometimes, and I'll just demonstrate for a second. I mean, if you're already there and you're ready, you can feel free to kick up. But oftentimes, what I want to see is I want to see the palms flat. The block just helps this. My shoulders are tighter, so this happens with my shoulders. I don't want that to happen, so I force my shoulders to stretch, and that's what the block does. Forearms are parallel, come up, and then I kick up, right? So I'm here, and I gotta push out of the shoulders. I gotta really push up out of the shoulders. So I'm gonna be able to get my body straight, basically from my elbows to my shoulders. There might be a little bit of a bend as I'm watching the delay. A little bit of a bend from the shoulders into the spine, but pretty much I can get mostly straight. If you have tight shoulders and you are unable to get that position, it's going to be way harder, and you're going to have to go into a deeper back bend. So I just want you to know, oh yeah, that hurts my back, or wow, that feels like such a deep back bend. This is not supposed to feel like a deep back bend. However, if the thoracic spine and upper back and rotator cuff muscles and all of this here is just super tight, and shoulders are just super tight, then for sure the lower back is going to have to compensate. So if you're not kicking up, what I want you to do here is I want you to just do Dolphin Pose. So we're not going to be here that much longer on this one. So from here, Dolphin, and then one leg up. And then I want you to push back.
This is your option, okay? And I'm going to actually time it. I'm going to do just 2 more minutes, and what I want you to do is hold 30 seconds at a time, and then you'll switch legs. Stopwatch begins now. So we got 2 more minutes. This leg up, press back, stretch the shoulders, and then in 30 seconds I'm going to tell you to switch. If you're kicking up, just like in handstands, right? You got that little momentum, you got the push, and you got the swing. Once you're up at the wall or not, you have to push out of the shoulders. You really have to get up. Those of you that had the one leg up, switch it. So now you're here. And again, you can always come down, take a break anytime. It's a lot. It's a lot on the shoulders to handle, especially if they're tighter, as you can hear me winded. So push, push, push. And now the rest of us kicking up with that opposite leg. That's harder, right? Well, and this time you don't want to go over. I would say only kick up with the opposite leg if you're near a wall or advanced. And then come down. That's a minute. So even if you did both, come down for a second, breathe. We're going to do 1 or 2 more. I want you to really feel in your bones that stretch. Oh, it's like one of the toughest stretches. And ultimately, what you can do to build, and we'll get to this more in the workshop, but what you can do to build endurance and increase that stretch is just hold it. Get to a wall and hold it for 2 minutes. Same thing with handstands. Get to a wall and just hold it for 2 minutes. I know oftentimes everybody's worried about balancing in the middle of the room. That's fine. But until you start to build the strength and endurance it takes to actually be in the middle of the room, use the wall and just forget about the balance for a little. Balance is one thing. Strength is another thing. Endurance is another thing. And there's a lot of people. Tony Horton, for instance. I know a lot of you guys are big Tony fans. You know, he's quick, but he's like, dude, the last thing he wants to do is go for like a 3-hour run. Like, to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I get 3 hours and just go run for 3 hours? That'd be amazing. Oh my God. But that's like the last thing. He will never, ever, 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 ever do that. So again, everybody's different. But for this particular thing, you have to find all 3. So strength and balance and endurance. So back to our first leg. We're going to do 1 more minute here. 1 more minute. Back to our first leg. And again, I give you the minute, 30 seconds, 1 leg hold, stretch the shoulders, other leg hold, stretch the shoulders if you're not kicking up. Ready, set. Ready, set, go. From here, 1 leg up. Now, if you're kicking up, go for it. To the wall or not, head is off the floor, pushing up. That action. And then if you push up, you engage the abdomen, you try to straighten the body a little bit. So there's that, which is bent. Right. But you straighten the body. Whoa. And then you come up a little bit. Pull in those ribs. Yep. That's it. Switch legs if you're doing just the legs and not kicking up. We got one more inversion here. And now just to explain it for people who don't have the blocks, hands would be here. It's a little bit tricky. You could do this. I find it a little bit easier to sort of grip like this here, but you can also do this, and then you're going to kick up. Let's see. Get my head off here. Yeah, there we go. Just my head needs to get out of the way, which is why I prefer my hands down. Anyway, you still got to get up out of the shoulders, and that's it. That's a minute right there. So now you can come down. We're going to stretch the shoulders for a moment. Go ahead and come down here. Interlace the fingertips. Lift the upper body up. Draw the shoulders back and down. Drop the head back. Take a big inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Stretch. Good. Child's pose for a second. We're going to move into headstand. Headstand. Here, I'm going to want you to double your mat. Okay, doubling the mat is going to be a bit easier for your head. I'm just going to take that off for the moment so my head can be on the floor without the little thing on the top there. So headstand, multitude of different options. We'll discuss all of them on Saturday, but right now we're going to start off again near the wall. If you're near the wall, we're going to start off. And by the way, this has to be okay for your neck. If it's not okay for your neck, here's what I want you to do. Skip it completely and go to frog pose. So frog pose, knees wide, out to the side this way. We got probably, let's say, 3 minutes or so. What's the timing? Yeah. So about three or 4 minutes in headstand, a couple headstand variations. But if your neck is not okay, then move to frog, please. So then I don't want you to hurt your neck. Okay, I'm going to start the timer so then people who are stretching in frog pose can do that. And then if you're ready for headstand, you got to first measure the distance between your elbows. So you measure them like this. Your elbow should be, I totally cut my finger on a rock yesterday, climbing Ladyface Mountain. They should be shoulder distance apart. Then you interlace the fingertips. There is a bottom pinky. You don't want to squish the bottom pinky. You want to take the bottom pinky under your hands so that when you push down, it's the opposite hand. So you're not squishing a little finger. Then you open up those hands and you get the back of your head in there. So you're actually kind of holding the back of your head. And the top of your head is on the floor. And then you straighten the legs. You got to walk those feet closer so your hips go above your shoulders. And then one leg goes up. You kind of reach it up. It's not even really a kick. It's just a little bit of a hop there. And then from there, both legs up. And again, if you're not sure that you can do this, you're at the wall. And breathe. And then notice here, that move, I don't know if you can see it, but that move there pushes. So I'm pushing down with my arms, relieving some of the pressure from the neck itself. So it's about at least 51% arms. Until you get used to it. And then come on down for a second. Remember, if you're in frog, you can continue to stay in frog pose. But the whole idea here is to have more effort coming from the arms to give your neck a break. Your neck carries a 12-pound head on average, and all day long, and it's not used to carrying 180 pounds. So the whole idea is, or whatever, 160 pounds, 168 pounds minus the head, right? Because that's down below. But the whole idea is that you have to support it with the arms. So now we're going to do, we really only have one more variation. So again, one more variation here. We're going to do tripod headstand. Tripod, 1, 2, 3. Head goes down here. Hands go down here. Getting up is really the same thing. I'm going to drop my head down here. Come on up. You walk the feet closer with the legs closer. One leg goes up. Hop the other leg up. Hold and breathe. Tripod headstand. Breath smooth. Good. Come on down and pause for a moment. Good. So that is if you're in frog pose, you can come out. It's almost 3.5 minutes. You can come out of frog pose. And now we're going to do forward bend and then shoulder stand. I'm going to kind of explain that. But that's headstand. That's a couple variations. There's actually a lot more variations. With the tripod headstand, that's where we go from crow
we drop into headstand, then we can go to side crow, back up to headstand, over to side crow, and do these kind of fun little sequences. Not for everyone, not at all. But in the workshop, we're going to take them to the next level for sure, because I know some of you want to do that. So you join us on Saturday for that. And one more thing that we'll do is shoulder stand. So the whole idea is the hardest one, then a little easier, and then a little easier. So here, arms up, full down, forward stretch. Today, what we're going to do is hold, shoulder stand for a solid 2 minutes. You know what I need to do is set my timer, actually. So hang forward here and breathe. So I actually know. Yeah, we're going to go 3 minutes. 3 or 2? 2. Whoops. Okay. A couple more breaths in the forward bend. And it's funny, I was saying this yesterday, but they refer to the headstand and shoulder stand as the king and queen of all poses, which now, looking at it from a, more evolved lens, is sort of sexist, really. So, but we're not going to discuss that now. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. Let's go ahead and take the legs up and back for plow first. Plow pose is called halasana. Halasana, plow. Up and back. This is not shoulder stand. If you had some blankets, you could put them under your shoulders so your head is off. The fact that my feet do not touch means that I'm tight. My legs and back are tight. Now, I'm going to set this timer. Ready, go. 2 minutes in shoulder stand. So I want you to take the legs up here and breathe. And we'll just hang first. You want gravity. Let's do the work. And there's a bunch of ways to do this if this doesn't work for your shoulders or your neck. We'll go through those on Saturday. Just let gravity do the work. I know it's so funny because, people want to do just a half an hour or even an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. But to get like a really good, solid practice, you definitely need a couple hours. I mean, all of the practices are great. Don't get me wrong. Some yoga is better than no yoga, but it goes deep if you're doing a 2-hour practice. You just feel like you totally wringed out your whole system. I'm going to assume that's about a minute. So let's take the legs wide, flex the feet. A few breaths and just hang here. This is the whole reason we do this variation, is to stretch the hips, the inner hips. We didn't do any hip stretching today. So this is a nice little thing right here. A few breaths. Good. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Good. Legs back up, and then we do one more variation here. Left leg, that's 2 minutes. Left leg stays up, right leg comes down. This is a nice hamstring stretch. We'll switch legs. Same thing. A few breaths on that hamstring. Good. And then both legs down.
over the head. Slowly bend the knees around the ears. And then abdomen strong. Slowly come down. We'll take our final twist. So pull the right knee in. Give it a good squeeze in. And then roll to your left side. Easy stretch here. Well done, everyone. Go. Take a big breath here. So again, that is very much just a little appetizer of what we're going to do on Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday. So if you're watching this and you think, oh, I definitely want to learn how to do more of that stuff, then join us on Saturday. Good. Switch it, other side, same thing. Pull the leg in and roll. Good. And then back to the center, Shavasana. Final rest here. We got about 3 minutes or so. So lie flat on the back, feet flop open, arms out to the side. Go ahead and take a nice big cleansing breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Okay, go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to the belly. Take a nice deep cleansing breath.
Go ahead and start to bend the knees, roll to your right side, take your time. Make your way up to a seat, comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Closing meditation here. Sit up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a few breaths. Palms together from there. Take a moment of gratitude. Namaste. Namaste, my friend. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for all your support. I very much appreciate it. And again, I can put the link down in this class just in case you were here. I'll put the link in the comments. But it's also on my Facebook page and on Instagram and on YouTube and all over. So it's happening this Saturday. Greg and I will be right back here in my lovely backyard, and we'll be Zooming to you in your lovely living room or backyard. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask, and I will